Hello, everybody, and welcome to our second episode of Voices of the Phil-Am Youth. I am Tyler Jacobs. I am a freshman at San Diego State University as a mechanical engineer major. And here we have. Did you get Argel? All right, here we have RJ Lim. He goes to UC Berkeley. It looks like Argel has some trouble with his internet, and we will continue from here. So if you don't know who we are Voices of the Finland Youth, and who we are is basically a U.S.-based coalition of Filipino and Filipino American students, educators, and community organizers who share a vision of empowering Filipino Americans youth through critical engagement discourse that speaks to their diasporic and transnational identities. Through different platforms, Voices of the Philam Youth aim to educate and educated by their diverse experiences, networks with Filipino and Filipino American educators and icons, and their solidarity work in their respective communities. Now, today was a very special episode. It is CTFLC's The Culture of Teaching Filipino Language and Cultures 19 year anniversary. So big congratulations to them. And if you don't know who they are basically teachers of who live here in the U.S. who come together and to teach the Filipino language and culture. So big round of applause to them for what they're doing here in the Filipino American community. And it looks like Argel is back. Argel, you there?
Hello. Yes, awesome, I'm so sorry, everyone. Internet is pretty off. But sorry, again, my name is Argel Lim, and I'm a second-year student at UC Berkeley. And thank you, Tyler, for saving me. My internet's pretty off.
It's all good.
Right at the time that we were supposed to start. Regardless, you did really well. Yes. So I know that Tyler already mentioned, kind of like a brief note on why we're having this event. But to backstage, this event will not be possible if it were for our sponsors. Again, we just like to mention and give our, utmost gratitude for them, for the Filipino School, Art of Hospice Care, Out of Care Outreach, Filipino Press, Asian Pacific Islander Initiative, TV5, TFC, GMA, and Idea First Company.
And before we get started here, we wanted to show a little quick slideshow of who the people behind CTFLC is and just to celebrate what they've done in the past. So please sit back and relax this slideshow.
All right, thank you so much. So what you just have seen is, kind of like what CTFLC has done for the past years, over the 19 years. And moving on to our next part of the program, we will be having the privilege of hearing from CTFLC's current president, Dina Maria Fontemayor, to start us off with her welcome remarks.
Welcome po. Thank you so much for coming.
Okay. So for my welcome remarks, so magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to the 19th year anniversary celebration of the Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture. The year 2020 will be an unforgettable year for so many reasons. This year, COVID-19 challenged the world and put us to our new normal. This year changed the world of education and made the teaching and learning in a difficult mode, where teachers face the students the least and the computers the most instead. And this year is the first virtual celebration of our anniversary. CTFLC, along with other Filipino American organizations in San Diego, California, have made the Filipino language be taught in the classrooms. Since then, Filipino classes in different school districts continued to grow. Madami na po ang klase ng Filipino ngayon sa San Diego. Filipino classes have been active participants in schools events and community events as well. CDFLC, which started from a small group, have grown to what it is now. It has always been, and will always be, a great support to Filipino American teachers, students, and the community to keep our Filipino culture alive in San Diego and the United States of America. Let us continue learning our history, our culture, and our language. Let us always go back to our roots and be proud that we are Filipinos. Many of you may not have been born in the Philippines if you're here in the United States and do not speak our native language. But your parents or your grandparents were. It is good to know that you speak a different language, but it is a pride to know that while you may only speak English or other languages, inside in you still live a Filipino heart and spirit. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikiisa sa aming pagdiriwang ng aming ika-19 na anibersaryo. Ito pong organization ay sa ating lahat. Mabuhay po ang CTFLC, mabuhay tayong lahat. Salamat po.
Thank you so much, Miss Maria Fontemayor, for giving us a welcome message and an introduction to who CTFLC is and what they've done this past year. So thank you so much, Paul. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for both of you.
Thank you po, Gina.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, up next, we actually have a very special performance to commemorate the 19th annual celebration for the CTFLC. Please give a warm welcome to Miss Donna Gonzalez, who is going to give us who is perform for us.
Hi, Ate
Hello,
Donna.
Ate. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
Hi,
you so much
Ate Donna.
for inviting me. Can you hear me well po?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you. First of all, thank you so much for having me to celebrate this momentous event with you all. And I'd just like to introduce myself also. My name is Donna Gonzalez. I'm a former student at Bell Middle School, proud former student. And under then, my teacher was then Binibining Magat. And so, but now she's Ginang Lapid. And I would just like to thank all of the teachers who every day go above and beyond their calling to be a teacher to their students. And I have seen myself how much of an impact my Filipino teacher before has made in my life and in the lives of many. And I know that all of you are heroes all the same. And so I would like to dedicate this song for you po, and to thank you for all of your hard work, and to God bless you all. The song is called Always You by Charisse Pimping. And I've been to so many moments in my life where I can't find anyone to turn to but you, only you, always you. And when all that surround me are falling, you will remain there standing just for me, only you, always you. In my weakest times you were so strong. When all hope is gone, you carry on. I draw my strength from you when I could no longer find any of it. in me. You are my life. You are my strength. I can't fight this battle alone. I can make it through when I'm with you, 'cause you are my shield. You are my soul. You're breathing life into my heart. All the love that I have comes from you, always you. I've been lost in the middle of nowhere, and I can't find anyone to turn to but you. Only you, always you. You took me in your arms and you rescued me from the dark, and now I'm finally home. I feel safe, 'cause now I'm with you, 'cause you are my life. You are my strength. I can't fight this battle alone. I can make it through when I'm with you, 'cause you are my shield. You are my soul. You're breathing life into my heart. All the love that I have comes from you. All the love that I have comes from you. You are my life. You are my strength. I can't fight this battle alone. I can make it through when I'm with you, 'cause you are my shield. You are my soul. You're breathing life into my heart. All the love that I have comes from you, always you, always you, always you, only from you. All the love that I have comes from you, always you. Thank you. God bless you po. Thank you so much.
Absolutely amazing. That was incredible. Me and Argel were just like blown away. We were just in awe.
Thank you so much, Ate Donna.
Thank you so much for your performance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Once again, thank you so much, Ate Donna, for sharing your talent with Votfe and for celebrating CTFLC's anniversary with us. It really means so much.
And really quick, if you weren't here for our first episode of Voices of the Film Youth, you know that we are only streaming on Facebook. But now we've actually opened our platforms up to YouTube and as well as Twitch. So if you are familiar with those platforms, please feel free to share and tell others to join on those platforms. We can be found under Voices of the Film Youth. Just search that on YouTube and Twitch, and you can find us. So with that, please sit back and relax as we some very important people in the area couldn't make it tonight, but have decided to actually send some video rings to you and to celebrate and to commemorate today's very special event. So please welcome the member or the people who actually sent video greetings. So, yeah.
Hello, I'm California State Assembly member and Mayor-elect of the City of San Diego, Todd Gloria. I want to offer my congratulations to the Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture on your 19th anniversary. The work that you do to preserve the cultural heritage of Filipino Americans, especially among students born and raised in the United States, who may not be aware of their own history and identity is truly commendable, and it's something that I wish that I had when I was growing up here in San Diego. As the first person of Filipino heritage to serve as the mayor of the city of San Diego, I look forward to all the things that we'll be able to accomplish together in 2021 and in the years ahead. Again, my congratulations on this important anniversary. Please keep up the great work.
On behalf of the 6th District of the City of San Diego, I'm honored to celebrate the 19th anniversary of the Council for Teaching Filipino Language. As a proud Filipino American, I would like to acknowledge the efforts of the Council to teach Filipino language and culture to our future generations of San Diegans. Over 3,000 students in San Diego are part of Filipino language programs. As the representative of Mayor Mesa on the City Council, we have hundreds of students enrolled in Filipino language at Mayor Mesa High School and Challenger Middle School. I would like to give special recognition to our Filipino language instructors and the hard work and dedication that inspires our Filipino American youth. I'm proud to celebrate the Council for Teaching Filipino Language for 19 years of excellence. Mabuhay.
To the leadership and members of the Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture, or CTFLC of San Diego, California, I wish to extend my heartfelt greetings and best wishes on your 19th anniversary. I am Henry Bensurto Jr., the Consul General in San Francisco and the Pacific Northwest. I am happy to know that the Council has achieved a lot in promoting our Philippine culture and heritage, most notably by teaching and passing on to our Filipino American youth the interest and love for our language and culture. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to you for all your hard work and sparking love of our culture and our heritage to the young Filipino Americans, connecting them to their roots as Filipinos, as they flourish in their adaptive culture here in the United States and empowering them in the process. Let me encourage you further to do greater things, and together, let us shout out, Pinay ako, taas noo, Pinoy ako, proud ako. Mabuhay po kayo.
Ms. Maria Fontemayor, President of the Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture, Ms. Rizalyn Cruz, President-elect, distinguished guests, mga kababayan, ladies and gentlemen, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Warmest greetings and congratulations to the officers and members of the Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture on your 19th anniversary. I am very delighted that despite the global health emergency, the Council is able to migrate its activities virtually and pursue various advocacies and programs that benefit our kababayan community, especially the youth. As global Filipinos, you proudly carry our flag as a people by preserving our linguistic heritage. It is my hope, therefore, that the Consulate General would be able to partner with the Council for our common objectives of increasing international understanding of our rich, diverse, and distinct culture. As another notch is added to the Council's history, it is my hope that your resolve be strengthened to continue your commitment to educating newer generations of Filipino Americans about their cultural roots and the value of civic involvement. The Philippine Consulate General in Los Angeles looks forward to more opportunities to collaborate with the Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture and wishes the continued success of your future undertakings. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay kayong lahat.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. My name is Audity Castro and I'm the Honorary Consul of the Philippines, San Diego County. I want to thank CTFLC for all the work that it's done in the community in promoting the Filipino language and culture. I want to congratulate President Maria Fontemayor and the Board of Directors for doing yet another wonderful job for the community, and in particular, the Filipino community. As a Filipino American myself, I was fortunate enough to have parents that have taught me the value of Filipino language and culture. With the work that your organization has done, you are affording Filipino Americans something that is priceless. You will afford them the opportunity to learn the language and the culture, and something that will stand with them forever. And I want to thank you for helping us retain our Filipino pride. Maraming salamat po at buhay po kayo. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I wasn't mute. All right. Thank you so much to our to the wonderful people who sent their video greetings for tonight's event. It really means so much to us, hearing your words of encouragement for CTFLC, and it really means again so much for Botfei and for CTFLC. And now, moving on to our next part of the program, we actually had the very great privilege of hearing from the pioneers of CTFLC. Please welcome Ginang Blanca Villanueva, Ginang Sally De Vera, and Ginang Dolores Balane.
Welcome, Paul. Thank you so much for being here. It's great to be in your presence. I mean, the people who actually started CTFLC and fought for to have Filipino language classes, in the schools. Thank you so much, Paul, for being here again. But this is for we just want to ask the question: How did CTFLC and this organization start?
I'll take that question. When teachers feel the need to provide the best learning experiences to their students, what they do is they get together and they work together. And that's how CTFLC started. Teachers get together and work hard together. We always do. Sally De Vera and myself started teaching Filipino around the same time in the Sweetwater Union High School District in Chula Vista. She was an English teacher, and I was a special education and science teacher. Although we both were proficient in the language, we were not trained to teach the language, so we needed help. We needed to ask the other Filipino language teachers in the district for help, so that we can make sure that we give the best learning experiences to our students. So what we did was we met with them. We first met with Dr. Christy Dumaran, and then Blanca Villanueva and Virginia Ferrer joined us. These two other teachers were not Filipino language teachers either. They were mathematics teachers. And so all of us actually needed help. What we decided on doing was to organize the Filipino language teachers of Sweetwater, and we called ourselves FLATS. We met regularly and we shared our concerns. We worked on updating the curriculum that we found when we first started. And this was done by other teachers who were the real pioneers of Filipino teaching in San Diego. And so we built on their work. We shared our materials and our resources, and we developed lesson plans. We kept on working. We worked really hard. And we trained together. We went to workshops and conferences. Not long after, we formed FLATS, the Filipino language teachers of San Diego Unified School District joined us. and our membership increased a little bit. We organized, reorganized, and replaced flats with what we now call the Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture, or CTFLC. We drafted our constitution and ratified it. And now we had a broader mission and vision. We not only focused on teacher support for teachers, but also we focused on advocacy for the teaching of Filipino language and culture. We connected with other professional organizations, locally, in the county, in the state, and in the nation. So we connected with the Foreign Language Council of San Diego, the California Language Teachers Association, and also the American Council on the Teaching of Foreign Languages. We also connected with universities such as San Diego State University and Alliant University. CTFLC became actively involved in the community. We participated in Philippine Independence Day celebrations. We also connected with other Filipino organizations. We partnered with them in their activities. And so for CTFLC, the work continues. But that's our humble beginning.
All right. Thank you so much po, Ginang Dolores Blanay, for answering your first question. Moving on to another question that we have. You mentioned how CTFLC started, what were the inspirations, and that your vision and mission is really unmatched. And we also have to acknowledge that everyone comes from different backgrounds. As you mentioned that, most of them are not Filipino language teachers back home. So, what has really inspired everyone to create this organization despite the diversity and the differences that the pioneers have?
What inspires us the most were our students. When we saw our students, their enthusiasm, their willingness and interest in learning the language, how they learn and how they grow, how they improve their relationships with their Filipino parents as well as relatives, and their excitement to learn the language, we decided to form a group to meet their needs and to respond to their expectations. We come up to how could we make our students stay in our classes? How could we make their classes not boring? And how will we encourage them to do those activities like cultural showcases of dances and others? Secondly, what inspired us most, not only me, but also my other co-pioneers, are our co-teachers of the language and our colleagues. They are so dedicated and hardworking that I appreciate and I really admire them for staying even Saturdays just to learn, to improve for the betterment of the teaching of the language and culture. And also, I would like to mention that they devote their time and sacrifice also their talents, sacrifice also even without being paid, we go on Saturdays just to learn, just to share. So I said, in order to be consistent with what we are doing, then we have to form a group. The third that inspires us are perhaps the parents of our students as well as community members, because we saw them also participate and get involved. So we keep telling themselves, what can we do in order to motivate them to be more involved and more cooperative? So what we did, we tried to be inspired, because later on we saw ourselves being seen and recognized already in the community. So in order to do that, I said we should be involved, and we have to give a voice to the Filipinos as a community. We will be the voice that's inspired us. And the last one are our predecessors. Before us, there are really great mentors and teachers that we have had. To mention a few, we have the late Ginang Lina Deliote, we have Ginang Sali Idos and Ginoong Idos. We have also Dr. Crisita Dumarang, our late Filda Galvante, and of course our very own Mary Rose Peralta. I consider them our inspirations because they shared with us, they guided us, they taught us all the things that we should know in order to become, well, very good teachers. So I would like to end this. Like what I said, they really inspired us, these people, especially our predecessors who taught us many strategies and many skills which we never learned in our teaching profession. They really inspired us to continue that we have to do the most to our in order to make teaching the Filipino language in its finest and to keep it growing and growing.
Thank you so much, Bo, for that wonderful answer. I know you mentioned that a lot of you you were unpaid for a little bit, trying to understand and figure out how to teach this language and this culture. And that's just, I know that's just one struggle. Would you like to expand on the other struggles that you faced trying to create this organization?
Well, we'll see about that. I will be able to do maybe a handful, but there's plenty of struggles and they're still going on, I tell you. The first thing is we did not have any materials. We had to create our own materials. And on top of that, we had to create our own assessment. You know, the buy-in from the administrators, the counselors, the parents, the community, as well as the students themselves had to be achieved as well. We needed to recruit students in order for us to grow the program from levels all the way levels 1 to 4. Two schools offered level 4. The report we had with the counselors is that they are able to give us a full load, 5 classes of all the Filipino classes, especially when I was starting as a new teacher. I also taught mathematics. As far as funding goes, we're always the first one to go. You know, it's like, okay, we're going to reduce the sections for foreign language because there's not a lot of students in these classes. So again, there goes recruitment, which is the most important and vital thing that the counselors really helped us with. The lack of credentialed teachers, which we eventually were able to achieve because we ourselves did the CSET in Filipino. And that took a few years after we started the program. Well, I tell you what, in any walk of life, struggles never end. And they are still having struggles up to now. But the thing is, these challenges, these struggles, they are the ones that move us to forward in order to achieve our goals. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat, sa mga tumulong sa amin para makapagselebra kami ng 19th anniversary ng aming council. We really appreciate your help. Magandang gabi po.
Thank you so much po, Ginang Dolores, Ginang Sally, Ginang Villanueva. If I can just share, it really takes so much to build an organization to advocate for what the students' needs. I came from a high school where there was no Filipino class. And it really took, a toll on, I think, on my peers' view on our culture and our identity. But I think it's also a privilege that we still speak the language despite not having the classes. Again, thank you so much for sharing with us the genesis story of this very powerful and inspirational organization. It really means so much. Thank you so much, po.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Walang anuman.
Okay, so that is the three of the 5 pioneers of CTFLC. Once again, thank you so much, po. It really means so much to us. Now we will be actually having our second intermission number, our second performer, who will be performing a medley of Filipino folk songs. And it is arranged by Alfredo S. Benaventura from Music Condalia Store. Please welcome the Julita Biares Family Ensemble.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for performing. That was just amazing. Their whole family is just super talented.
Just talented.
I know. It's incredible. But moving on, we actually have some more video greetings from more important Phil-Ams in the area. So please give a warm welcome to the video greetings.
Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Tonio Elias. Wanted to personally thank all of you at CTFLC for all the good work that you've been doing for the last 19 years. Wow, that's a long time. So look forward to spending time with you in 2021 and all the things we get to accomplish together with CTFLC and the Filipino schools. So again, congratulations.
Hello, it's Dr. Rebecca Sapien-Melcher here, past site director of the Salient Project at San Diego State University. It is my honor and pleasure to participate in today's 19th anniversary of the Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture organization. During the last 19 years, the Council's mission has been impactful in our San Diego County Public Schools. Since 2005 to present, CTFLC has focused on ensuring that all Filipino language teachers receive certification through the passage of the CSET exam and professional development support through the Salem Project, a California World Language Project. To date, over 100 Filipino language teachers have become a fellow with the California World Language Project. Kudos to the Council for actualizing its educational mission and the lasting impact of capacity building of Filipino classes in San Diego County Public Schools that prepare Filipino students to successfully interact in our global society. Best luck in the future.
Hello, my name's Arlie Ricasa. I'm so pleased to say congratulations to the Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture, CTFLCs, celebrating their 19th anniversary. This organization are pioneers who've created a major impact, not only in San Diego, but across California. Thank you to the pioneers and the original members, and those of you who continue to keep working and fighting for our kids and our language and culture. Happy anniversary. I wish you well, and for many, many more years to come. Thank you.
Hi there, this is Herb Dulute with the Filipino American Educators Association, Philameda.
Hello, this is Dr. Judy Pataxo with the Filipino American National Historical Society, or FONS.
On behalf of Philameda, we congratulate CTFLC of 19 years of service to our students, teachers, and community.
On behalf of FONS, we also congratulate you and we thank you for your service for 19 years to advance Filipino language in our schools and for all that you have done for Filipino American students, Filipino American educators, and the Filipino American community. Thank you and congratulations.
All right, thank you so much for those wonderful video greetings. Now we're going to move on to the CTFLC part again of our program, and we have some very special guests here. Please welcome some of the former presidents of CTFLC. Here we have Miss Principal Mary Rose Peralta, Ginang Jacqueline Lapid, Ginang Mirna Ablana, and Ginang Maria Montemayor. Hello, Paula. Thank you so much for coming. Means a lot that you guys are here today. Arjel, you want to start off with the questions?
Yes. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm back. Yeah. For our first question for tonight, I know like this question is very loaded. What inspired you to the organization?
So let me go back and say that when this started, the presidents were Ginang Salidos and Ginang Cristera Dumaran. And as an organization, we really loved having them as presidents, and we elected and re-elected them again and again. But at a certain point, I think I had a real conversation with Dr. Dumaran and Mrs. Idos and Mr. Idos and Ninang, and we agreed that the younger generation, the younger teachers, the teachers who are entering the profession, also they have a lot of leadership skills and a lot of potential, but there is this fear of becoming president of an organization that is known to do a lot of stuff. So and doing a lot of activities and inspiring a lot of partnerships in the community. So I think we hit a crisis at some point when Mrs. Ido said that, she's stepping down as president. And so what I said was, I will be the bridge president. I will be the bridge president and be president for one term. And my goal is to make sure that we have a plan to develop the leadership in the organization and to also mentor our young people. So that's what I did. And I'm very happy to say that one of the biggest things, aside from all the activities and all of the things that the organization has done, but one of the things that we have really established is the office of the president-elect. So this is talagang hindi pwedeng mamatay ang CTFLC. Hindi mamamatay ang CTFLC. We have a president-elect, and the president-elect's job is to shadow the president, to make sure that there is a continuity in the leadership of the organization. So I am proud to be part of this organization where there's a lot of leadership, where there's so much potential, where people have stepped up and said, we have loved this organization so much that we're willing to be the leaders.
That is very, very inspiring to hear. Thank you so much. Our next question, we just want to ask, under your leadership, CTFLC prides itself in being a community through community events and conferences. Out of these successes, or what was your most memorable achievement or event in CTFLC during your time as president?
I would like to answer that question.
Of course.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Tinanggap ko po ang pamumuno sa CTFLC na ang tanging dala ko lamang ay pusong pagtanggap sa aking tungkulin bilang Pangulo at ang suporta ng bawat miyembro ng CTFLC. At ganun nga po ang nangyari sa loob ng 2 taon. Matagumpay po naming nakamit ang aming layunin. Nagtrabaho po kami bilang isang pamilya. At iyon po ang lagi kong naalala. Sa akin pong pagbabalik tanaw, nangunguna po ang pagiging Filipino language teachers nina Briar Duco at Jackie Brong sa Our Lady of Mount Carmel High School at sa Westview High School ng Poway Unified School District. Dahil po dito, tinulungan po sila ng aming mga kasamahan na sina Dr. Juanita Naku, Carol Caparos, Dr. Stella Matriano, at ng founder ng Filipino School na si Ginoong Tony Olaez. Sa amin naman po ang annual professional development, ang mga guro po ay nagbabahagi ng kanilang expertise at ng kanilang mga resources para po lalong mapahusay ang aming pagtuturo ng wikang Filipino. Kasama na rin po rito ang pagdalo namin sa iba't ibang conferences sponsored by CLTA, by FLCSD, by FAEAC, Philameda, at saka po yung World Council for Curriculum and Instruction, 18th World Conference on Education na ginawa po sa Rome, Italy. Isa po sa napiling presenters ang aming current president ngayon, na si Maria Fontemayor. Hindi ko rin po malilimutan ang mga cultural programs at celebration ng Filipino-American History Month sa 8 eskwelahan na lagi naming dinadaluhan at sama-sama po kami roon. Masaya po ang aming mga estudyante sa pagbabahagi ng yaman at ng ating kultura. Sila po ay sumasayaw ng tinikling, ng bulaklakan at marami pa pong iba. At bago po natapos ang aking term, inulunsad po ni Ginoo at Ginang Idos ang kauna-unahang Filipino Language After School Program o FLAST sa Salt Creek Elementary School sa tulong po ng principal na si Ginang Lalaine Perez at ang aming mga kasamahang guro na sina Annalyn Riego at Rizalyn Cruz. Tinuruan po nila ang 30 grade 4 at grade 5 students na makapagsalita ng wikang Filipino at maranasan ang kagandahan ng ating kultura. Ang mga gawain pong ito ang nagpapatibay at nagbibigay buhay sa aming organisasyon. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay ang CTFLC.
All right, thank you po, Ginang Mirna, for answering that question. Our next question is actually more focused on community events. Can you share with us some of the community events that happened? That CTFLC really takes pride.
Of course. Yes, of course. Lalong-lalo na ako ay hindi nagturo at hindi ako nagtuturo sa distrito, and I never had experience of teaching in the district, whether it is a Sweetwater Union High School District o kaya sa San Diego Unified School District. Yung aking pinanggalingan ay kaiba sa mga pinanggagalingan nitong ating mga kasalukuyang mga guro, because I am connected with the LREC, the Language Regional Expertise and Cultures, ang aming mga estudyante ay mga military. Pero kahit na ganoon, kami ay nagtuturo din ng ng Filipino language. Nang ako ay maging presidente, naawa ng Diyos hanggang ngayon, presidente pa rin ako. Maraming naging kasaysayan, sasabihin kong kasaysayan kasi kasama na ng ating mga eksperyensya dito sa San Diego. Yung mga nangyari, mga masayang mga nangyayari sa mga eskwela at saka sa aming mga guro. Nung ako ay maging presidente, siguro 4 na taon pa lang akong naging miyembro o hindi. Siguro 2 taon pa lang akong miyembro, naging presidente ako. Natuwa naman ako dahil binigyan ko ng pagkakataon ng CTFLC na maging chairman ng unang-una nitong anibersaryo. Ito yung 15th anniversary of CTFLC. I was so overwhelmingly proud and happy na I was given the task to lead the celebration. At dito ko nakilala yung mga taong ipagmamalaki talaga nating mga Pilipino na kahit na pala malayo tayo sa Pilipinas at nandito tayo sa ibang bansa, meron pa rin mga taong nagmamahal sa ating bayan, sa ating kultura at sa ating lahi. So when we have celebrated the CTFLC anniversary back then in 2016, I was able to meet a lot of very inspiring people. Magmula nga dun sa unang-unang teacher ng Filipino ng after school na Tagalog pa lang noon, si Ginang Quizon. And sumalangit na ang kanyang kaluluwa, pero siya yung unang-una noon. Tapos nakilala ko yung mga nabanggit na nga kanina, yung mga iba't ibang taong nakatulong sa pagpapalaganap ng pagtuturo ng Filipino dito sa San Diego. Magmula noon, naging aktibo pang mas lalo ang CTFLC na pumupunta at dumadalaw kami sa iba't ibang eskwela, nanonood kami ng mga cultural shows at napakasaya kasi ang mga Filipino, yung kanilang organisasyon ng klaseng Pilipino, sila yung namumuno sa mga programa. Nakakatuwa yung ganun. So we had those cultural celebrations in the community. Pag may nag-invite na mga organisasyon sa labas ng komunidad, pumupunta pa rin yung mga estudyante kasama yung mga teachers nila. And I can mention like Ginang Rizalyn Cruz of Otay Ranch, si Ginang Grace Almazar of Olympian, si Ginang Sally De Vera of Montgomery, si Annalyn Thompson ng Montgomery and Mar Vista, and then Marilyn Escalante of Mar Vista. We have been very active in the community, whether it's cultural o kaya outreach program o kaya pagtulong sa komunidad na din. We've been very, very happy to have helped the community as a whole. Kaya yung accomplishments na yan, hanggang ngayon, kasama pa rin ang CTFLC hanggang sa paghikayat ng mga tao para magrehistro sa ating pagboto. And I am proud that I have become a member of CTFLC, and I am very happy and privileged that I have served and I'm still serving CTFLC. Salamat po.
Thank you so much again for the beautiful answers. We have one more question, and this question is, CTFLC is super strong. It's been strong and maintained this amazing organization for the last 19 years. So just outside of the organization, what are some of your takeaways, being a former president of CTFLC? What are some of your thoughts as you left office?
Before I answer that beautiful question, no, kasi dati talaga masyado akong mahiyain, wala akong believe sa sarili ko, pero salamat sa pagpupush ng mga dating presidente na si Ate Mary Rose, ang aking ginang, si Ginang Idos, sinuportahan nila ako para magawa ko na maayos ang aking trabaho sa pagiging presidente. Ako ang actually cheerleader, malaking cheerleader ng CTFLC. Pati asawa ko naging teacher na rin ng Filipino. Best friend ko at marami sa mga kaibigan ko ngayon ay nagiging teacher na rin ng Filipino. So, yung sa tanong mo naman, I really learned the importance of commitment and dedication from CTFLC. Being a teacher of almost 200 students a day is hard work. Almost all of us run after-school programs too, and then after that we have meetings, we have professional developments, we have community events on weekends. So I really can tell you that CTFLC are very committed and dedicated. Pero after work naman, we have social events, we plan cruises, picnics, ganyan, summer picnics with our family. We travel to, tapos mga Christmas party rin, ino-organize namin. We are a professional organization, pero we're extended families of each other na eh. We celebrate our success, but we're also there for each other, especially in times of need. Parte na talaga ng buhay namin. Parte ng buhay namin ng CTFLC. Lagi kami nagtutulungan, trabaho man o personal. Napakalaki ng utang na loob ko sa CTFLC. At kung ano ang natututunan ko sa CTFLC, yun din ang pinapamahagi ko sa aking mga estudyante.
All right, thank you, Ginang Lapid, for that. You know, like I think for me and Tyler, what we're getting out of this is that CTFLC really prides itself in community and family. You know, the work doesn't stop, you know, I guess outside of the organization, but you know, there's also work being done outside of it. And kapag naman hindi po kayo nag-work, you know, you're a family. We're also human. We celebrate, and I think that's what really makes CTFLC, you know, cool. Hindi lang puro work, hindi lang, you know, puro writing, puro pagtuturo, you know.
Balance.
Yeah, balance. You also need to have fun most of the time. But again, thank you for
bawal ang retirement. Parang kahit na-retire na, active members pa rin ng CTFLC.
Oo, totoo yan. Walang retired.
May ultimatum po pala.
Kahit na-promote na, wala pa rin retirement.
Wala na. Yung principal, our, mahal naming principal, Peralta. Diba?
Yes. Yan. Ginang Lapid said, Pinay power. Yep. Pinay power. Thank you so much po ulit for speaking with us, for celebrating this event. Your leadership really means so much for CTFLC.
Thank you so much po.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Once again, thank you so much to our former presidents for speaking with us for tonight's event. So, you know, as I said earlier, CTFLC is both a community and a family. And throughout the 19 years, there has been, you know, different challenges. CTFLC has lost some members as well. And we just want to give a very special tribute for our departed members, such as to Mrs. Evangeline Lopez de Lute, Mr. Norman Leonard, and Ms. Wolfilda Volvante. And to commemorate the memories and their contributions to CTFLC, we have Kuya Joshua Arnett, our singer-songwriter, who will be singing a rendition for us of Gary V's I Will Be Here. Please welcome Kuya Joshua.
Hi guys. Sorry, nakamute pala ako. Hello po. I just want to greet you, all of you, happy 19th anniversary. And yun, gusto ko lang pong kumanta ng song para sa inyo po at sa mga departed members ng organization.
Tomorrow morning, if you
wake up and the sun does not appear, I will be here. If in the dark we lose sight of love, hold my hand and have no fear, 'cause I will be here, and I will be here when you feel like being quiet, when you need to speak your mind. I will listen, and I will be here when the laughter turns to crying, through the winning, losing, and trying, we'll be together, 'cause I will be here. Tomorrow morning, if you wake up and the future is unclear, I'll be here, just as sure as seasons are made for change. Our lifetimes are made for years, 'cause I will be here, and I will be here. You can cry on my shoulder when the mirror tells us we're older. I will hold you, and I will be here to watch you grow in beauty, and tell you all the things you are to me. I will be here. I will be true to the promise I have made to you and to the one who gave you to me. I will be here, and just as sure as seasons are made for change, our lifetimes are made for years, 'cause I will be here, we'll be together forever, 'cause I will be here, I will be here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kuya Joshua, for that beautiful tribute. Really means a lot that you can come out here and perform for us. A lot of us were just, talking about how amazing you are as a singer, and it just really fits. So thank you so much again, Paul. All right. So moving
Kuya
on,
Joshua.
we have some other people who want to give their congratulations to CTFLC and some more video greetings. So please, here we go.
Greetings, Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture.
I am honored to join you today in your 19th anniversary. It's amazing how time has flown by and the many accomplishments that we will celebrate today. I look forward to working with all of you in the next decade and to continue to preserve our Filipino language and culture and advocate for the needs of our Filipino students, teachers, and administrators. Thank you for all you do. Now let's celebrate.
Hello, I'm Daisy Rodriguez, President of the University of the Philippines Alumni Association in America. Congratulations to the CTFLC on your 19th anniversary. This is a milestone for your organization in continuing the heritage of Filipino culture and language. I am proud of the work that you apparently had been doing in passing on this legacy to the next generation. I welcome the opportunity to partner with you through our alumni groups in San Diego. Thank you, and more power to you.
Hi, this is Kelly Sabas, and on behalf of the UP Alumni Association in San Diego, I'd like to congratulate the Council of Teaching Filipino Language and Culture a happy 19th anniversary. Congratulations, and maraming salamat sa pagkatabuyod ng ating kultura at lengguwahe para sa mga susunod pang henerasyon ng mga batang Pilipino dito sa Amerika. Mabuhay kayong lahat and maraming salamat.
Magandang umaga po. My name is Dr. Lilian Bolavilla-Raza. I am the chair of the Philippine Studies Department at City College of San Francisco. I am also a proud alumnus of Morse Senior High School and Bell Junior High School and the Tagalog language programs of both of those institutions. And I wanted to wish CTFLC a happy 19th anniversary. If it weren't for the Tagalog language programs headed by Ginang Lopez de Lute and Ginang Idos, I would not be where I am today. Everything that I have become stemmed from the guidance and grace of these amazing women, and for that I am forever grateful. Here's to many more years of the work that all of you do to shape and change lives. Mabuhay ang CTFLC, mabuhay ang mga guro, mga ginang and ginoong natin, at mabuhay ang Filipino Studies. Salamat po.
All right. Thank you so much to the people who couldn't make it today, but still sent us wonderful video greetings celebrating 19 years of CTFLC. Again, thank you so much, and I hope you all are taking care of yourselves. Moving on to our next part of the program, we actually have the great privilege of interviewing the members of CTFLC who has been with the organization for 10 years and above. Please welcome, joining us tonight, Ginang Grace Almazar, Ginang Marilyn Escalante, Dr. Juanita Nahu, Ginoong Salvador Idos, Ginoong Ray Idos, and Ginang Dita Siamane.
Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming, po. It means a lot for you to be here. So we just want to start off by asking, how did CTFLC help you in your profession?
I'll answer that. CTFLC helped me a lot. I gained expertise and it advanced my profession. I remember I was starting, nung nagsisimula ako, sila ang tumulong sa akin na gumabay. Sinabi nila sa akin ang mga conferences, mga workshops na dapat kong puntahan o umattend. Sinabi rin nila sa akin na huwag akong matakot dahil nandiyan lang sila at totoo na palagi silang nandiyan para sa akin. Noong nagsisimula ako, lahat ng mayroon sila, lahat ng mga resources nila, katulad ng sinabi ng mga pioneers kanina, yung mga ginawa nila, binigay nila sa akin para magsimula ako. Dahil katulad din nila, isa rin akong guro sa Pilipinas, pero teacher ako ng science. nung pumunta ako dito, hindi ko alam kung paano magturo ng language class. So, dahil may experience na sila, ibinahagi nila sa akin ang nalalaman nila at para lalo pa akong matuto, ginabayan nila ako ng mga tamang workshop na dapat kong puntahan, conferences na dapat atinan, at ang talagang nakatulong sa akin ay yung mga binahagi nila sa aking mga resources na dapat gamitin sa klase at yung mga pagbibigay ng lakas ng loob sa akin. Sa CTFLC, nagkaroon ako ng pamilya na pwede kong tanungan, pwede kong pumunta sa kanila kung meron akong kailangan. So, those are the things that helped me sa aking profession na magkaroon ng expertise at maging advanced, maging maayos ang profession ko sa ngayon. Naging lifetime learner ako. Hindi ako hindi ako umaas, hindi na lang ako paano pa sabihin, dahil nga tinuruan nila akong maging paano ba to, tinulungan nila akong matuto, hindi lang para sa sarili ko, kundi para rin sa iba, na kung ano yung matututunan ko ay maibahagi ko rin sa mga estudyante ko. So, yun lang po.
Thank you so much po, Ginang Almazar. Ginang Marilyn Escalante, would you like to add on to that?
Good evening, everybody. I think there's a common thread among us Filipino language teachers, because initially most of us were not teachers of Filipino. Like, I was teaching chemistry for a long, long time, and language teaching has never been in any of my past experience as a teacher, although I'd been teaching for like maybe 20, 25 years, 30 years, in fact. And but then I had to teach Filipino because the Filipino teacher in my high school moved to another high school. So napilitan akong maging isang guro ng wikang Filipino. So I was not scared, of course, because I know the CTFLC was there and they had my back. I know of the existence of the CTFLC because I'd been attending their meetings. But when I started becoming a member of the CTFLC, that's when I realized that they were really there to help my transition as a teacher of chemistry and math into a teacher of Filipino. So they led me to the correct workshops, and training, sabi nga ni Grace. At hindi lang yun, sila pa ang nagbayad ng mga training namin sa Salen. Hindi lang iyon kasi naaalala ko na nung nagkaroon ng credentialing process, well, we were all in there together. We were the first batch. A group of us were the first batch to be credentialed, the CSET Filipino language credential. And I distinctly remember, because most of us don't know how to drive, we were in this big van of Ati Dali when we took the test all together at Linda Vista. And there's always this sense of oneness in our group. Another way by which the CTFLC supported me and really helped me in my career as a Filipino teacher is our oneness whenever there's a Filipino cultural event. There were endless programs that would require our participation in the community. And I remember there's a constant exchange of suggestions, of costumes, of props. And we felt we belonged, and the students felt that they belonged. And this is, I think, very crucial to us who are teachers of Filipino, and not only to us, but to our students as well, because they realize the they recognize and appreciate the camaraderie that comes with being part of a group of students, not only in their high school, but all over San Diego. Iyon lang po ang aking maishishare. Maraming salamat po.
All right. Thank you so much. So we want to ask again. So one of the goals today is to inspire our viewers and to learn more about CTFLC, right? So would you like to share some advice for future language teachers? Dr. Naki, you can start off with this one.
Well, I'm the right person to answer this. See, I'm not a teacher. My undergraduate degree is nursing, and then master's in pastoral care and counseling, and then doctorate in education. So anyone can teach Filipino language. I am the proof, living proof. As long as you have the passion and you have the right reason to do so. That's very critical. And as what you've heard from the past panelists, that CTFLC really, really played a part. I look at CTFLC as more than a family, because when you're family, it's a different relationship. But to have like a best friend, even though you don't see them, when you see them or when you call them, as if you were always together, and that's a friend, right? So anyway, my advice for future language teacher is that I listed about 3 points here. One is humility. See, to accept that you do not know it all. And I had to practice that, and that developed that gift of humility, because I have to depend on so many people. It's not only CTFLC, I would mention Philomeda, the Filipino American Educators Association, because I have to accept that I have to learn from others. Yes, I have degrees, but they're not the degrees for teaching. And I never thought of being a Filipino language teacher. And I also learn a lot from my students, and that says a lot of a teacher who's willing to teach. I mean, to learn, is not just teaching her students, because I have to accept that no one can know it all. So the other one is the brain and the heart. Just like there is a sticker that I got from my alma mater. It says, utak at puso. You could be the most knowledgeable of the subject, but who you are as a person is as important, or maybe more. And that goes with the first one, humility. And then the third one is classroom is not confined within 4 walls. Who you are at home, in the community, and your faith values will definitely define you, who you are in the classroom with your students. It will show who you are becoming a person, because we are never the same. Before and now, past and present, we constantly grow and transform. And it's a very, very big responsibility, because as a teacher, you are the person whom the students rely on to help them reach their dreams of who they want to be. And as what I've said, it's not confined within 4 walls. You also have to advocate for the continuation of the subject. It was very difficult at the very beginning when the pioneers started, but then I ended up with our school district, Poway Unified School District, and I did then advocate for the Filipino language classes in the curriculum. But I advocated it and fought for it with several parents for my children, actually. So that passion is very deep, because they are the reason. I guess that's why I became a Filipino language teacher, because there wasn't anyone to teach it in the school district in Poway. So a nurse with masters in pastoral care and counseling became the first language teacher at Poway Unified School District. So again, I am an example, a living proof that nothing is impossible. If you want it and you want to make it real, but at the help of others. It's an interdependent. I like a quote. It says by Morer, it says, You alone can do it, but you cannot do it alone. That's one of my guide for my lifetime. So thank you very much for making me a part of this. It's really an honor to share my experience, and hopefully I will, what I've shared would have inspired future teachers, Filipino language teachers. Thank you.
Of course, thank you so much, Bo, for those inspiring words. I blown away. I mean, we need more Filipino teachers in just the community. And I mean, a lot of you have actually, a lot of you have talked about how you weren't first Filipino teachers. You were teachers from other backgrounds, or you didn't even think about doing Filipino language as a profession. I want to take this question to Mr. Salvador Idos. So again, can you share some of your advice for future Filipino language teachers?
Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Una sa lahat, I would like the future teachers to have a very good perspective of what teaching is all about. I suggest that you should really believe in your heart that teaching is a privilege. It's almost like a sacred task. The chance to transform the lives of your students in a very remarkable way. For them to speak the language, understand their culture, and to know the roots and their history are really life transforming. And if you do what is expected of you as a teacher, you will earn the eternal gratitude of your students. Many years after you have even gone from you are no longer in the scene and in the teaching profession. Teaching is very much unlike any other profession in that our raw materials are human beings. Unlike an engineer who deals with structures which will someday rot and decay, businessmen deal with money and things which are temporary. Believe in your heart that your raw materials are human beings who are endowed with a spark of divine intelligence and an immortal soul. So in a way, a teacher affects eternity, and he can never really measure his influence on his students. And so if you believe this in your heart, you would know that you are doing something really very, very special. It's indeed a noble task. And secondly, for one to be involved in teaching, one should have, to borrow the word of Dr. Nako, should have the passion, no? You have the enthusiasm. Because if you're enthusiastic with what you're doing, your students will catch it, you know? And this enthusiasm is rooted on something which is also, in a way, your obligation as a teacher, is to grow with your students. You know, you are like a guide, guiding your students towards understanding what it means to be an authentic Filipino. And we cannot teach what we do not know. And so as a teacher, we should get to know more about the language, get to know more about the culture, about its history, so that we have something to share to our students. So, and I believe that education is life itself. We never stop. I'm turning 80 and I have to stop learning and writing and trying to grow in whatever manner. So if you are somebody who goes into teaching and you really take it at a heart and you approach it with the right philosophy, you will have a very self-fulfilling life. Maraming salamat.
Right. Thank Salvador Idos and Dr. Juanita Naku. It really means so much to hear your very inspiring words and message for potential Filipino language educators. And I'll redirect the next question to Ginoong Ray Idos, actually. From what we know, from what we've gathered, you're actually not an educator first. So what made you change your profession and like join this movement of teaching Filipino to our Philam students? First,
Okay, it's a good thing, by the way, I'm Ray Idos. I'm a high school teacher, a middle school teacher at East Lake High School, as well as the East Lake Middle School. It's a good thing it's a different question because I couldn't really follow my dad's speech there. But anyway, paano ako nagsimula sa pagtuturo? Dati ang aking undergrad is civil engineering. Tapos nung na-lay off ako sa kasamang palad, ako'y nanood na isang Teacher of the Year presentation where I saw this gentleman. He used to be an engineer and he became a teacher, and I saw how he implemented what I did at work, what I did at work to his students. He delivered that, and the students were learning from him. Na-inspire ako doon. So pumasok ako sa profession ng pagtuturo as I got a credential in math, right? So I went in as a math teacher because I really wanted to go now to the path of teaching. Ang nakatulong sa akin ang CTFLC dahil marami akong natutunan how to deliver a lesson, ang mga TLC namin doon. So professional learning community namin. So nakatulong sa akin yon. So the bottom line in my case, and this is what I have learned from my parents as well. Mahalin mo ang estudyante mo and they will love you back tenfold. Yun lang po. Salamat.
Amazing. A great answer there. That's really interesting how you say that because yeah, I mean a lot of people that we've talked to have aren't really, that's not really their pathway going to Filipino language, but all of a sudden something clicked and then they decided that that's very important to them, which is very inspiring to many people. And I really hope that there are some future Filipino teachers watching that are inspired by these words. Because I think it's really important that there are more Filipino language teachers that are teaching the culture and traditions of the Philippines. With that, I want to direct this question at Ginang Yamane. So we know that I heard that you aren't a Filipino language educator, but you're a community organizer. So what made you specifically join CTFLC?
Thank you, Tyler. Maraming salamat. Good evening to all. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. And first off, I would like to congratulate our Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture on our 19th anniversary. What made me join CTFLC? As an active member of in our community and an advocate for our Filipino language and culture, I have to reach out to as many groups and organizations to really embrace that diversity and to be successful in reaching out to as many groups or to as many members of our community, in San Diego County. As I was reaching out to students, Filipino American students in our community, to encourage them, to encourage you, Argel and Tyler, and the other student leaders in our community to, I said, okay, I have to join CTFLC to widen my outreach, to educate our community of our language and of our culture. And the best way to have as a community partner is, of course, the Filipino language educators and CTFLC, because they are the educators, they are the ones that inspire the younger generation, most of whom were born here in the US to learn and understand our culture, our history, and our language. CTFLC and Mabuhay Foundation continue in our partnership to promote programs and special projects, not only to the Filipino community, but to our community in general, to promote our language and culture. In these very challenging times, as you know, in the middle of this pandemic, CTFLC has created a unique way. Patuloy po ang CTFLC in our quest to continue our mission to promote, and educate as many with our Filipino language and culture. It is important that community educators, everyone should collaborate, should work together, because our goal is, we have a common goal of promoting our language and our culture as Filipinos, who are, yes, Filipino Americans, but we have a lot of younger generation that we can inspire to be leaders in our community. And CTFLC, that's one of their goals. And so I resonated to that goal, because that's also my goal of, teaching, encouraging the younger generation to be leaders in our community. So yeah, that was the inspiration why I joined CTFLC, and I learned from them. The partnership has been very, very successful, because education and community, that has to collaborate, that has to shake hands. And so we always work together to reach and be successful in our goal. So that's why I joined Tyler and Argel. And, ako po si Ditas Yamani, ang inyong lingkod, and a very proud member of CTFLC. Mabuhay!
Thank you so much po, Ginang Ditas. It really means so much to hear all the time for your message. And again, to everyone in this meeting, thank you so much. Again, Grace, Ginang Sally, Ginang Ray, Dr. Juanita, Ginang Marilyn, and again, Ginang Ditas. Again, thank you so much po. Yes, thank you po.
Maraming salamat and happy Thanksgiving to all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Paalam po. Paalam po.
All right. So now, once again, thank you so much for our members. Moving on to our next part of the program, we actually have more video greetings. This is our fourth set from very amazing people. So again, if we can redirect your attention to our fourth set of video greeters.
Hello po, this is Kenneth Barles, and congratulations to the Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture for your 19th years of service. Keep inspiring your students and all of us to be a good citizen and role model. Mabuhay po, and saludo po kami sa inyo.
Hello to our friends at the Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture. This is Steve Angeles from ABS-CBN News and Baliting America. Gusto ko lang sabihin, maraming salamat sa lahat ng ginagawa nyo, and happy 19th anniversary to your group. We really need what you guys do, so salamat for all that you do for the community. As you could tell, we could use more groups like you kasi sobrang bongga ang Tagalog ko. So in the meantime, please stay safe, God bless, and enjoy your anniversary, and keep up the good work.
Happy 19th anniversary to the Council for Teaching Language and Culture.
More power to all of you guys, and may you continue to empower the Filipino and American youth.
Hello po, happy 19th anniversary po sa Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture, and maraming salamat po sa patuloy ninyong pagpapalaganap ng wika at kulturang Pilipino sa Amerika. Yun, saludo po ako sa mga teacher po na kagaya ninyo, lalo na ngayong pandemic. Thank you for all that you do. Mabuhay po kayo.
Thank you so much for those very special people to give a video greeting to us here at CTFLC and Voices of the Flam Youth. So we just want to again make sure you guys are aware of our social media accounts. If you want to keep up to date on what we're doing here at Voices of the Philam Youth, please follow our Facebook page, our YouTube, which we are streaming now, or our Twitch. So make sure that you guys are up to date and you know when we are streaming and all that kind of good stuff. And we also want to thank those people who've been commenting on our just several platforms. I see there's a lot of support for CTFLC. It means a lot to us as well as the council for your support. Yes, yeah.
From Facebook to YouTube, and I also saw some support from Twitch. And it really means so much to us. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much. I think there's a lot of support there for shout out to Ginang Almazar for I see a lot of her fans are in the chat. Thank you so much for that.
And Julito Villar also from the Family Ensemble performed earlier. Thank you so much for sending us that one very talented, wonderful performance. Everyone was in awe. I can recognize some of the songs in there. Once again, very talented family. Thank you so much, Bob.
I know. I wonder how they were able to I don't know, the whole family, is just one huge musical talent, and I really appreciate that because I used to be in the band too. I used to play. I played drums, so I play in the percussion section. So it was just really nice to actually hear something like that again. It's been a while, so looks like we are running a bit behind in terms of performances. We have very special guests coming in later, so we want to ask you the viewers, where are you guys from? So where are you guys watching from, so we can shout you guys out?
Yes.
Yeah, I see there's a lot of people in here. So I know a lot of them are I see Gabby. I don't know if Gabby's still watching, but hello, Gabby.
Yeah.
All that stuff. I mean, real quick, now that we have this this time, I just wanted to do like a little self promo real quick. So yeah. So if you guys don't know, there is this great new documentary series out right now called The Pilgrimage. So if you haven't been watching TFC recently, you see a bunch of commercials and stuff like that for this amazing documentary series in which also some of the CTFLC teachers attended.
Yes.
So yeah, I know. So it was great. So I was also in it. So if you guys want to check it out, Pilgrimage series is out right now on Mix TV as well as TFC. But you can also find it online at thefilipinoschool.org and as well as TF or as what's it called? What was it again? Was it what's the website called? Was it tfc.tv? Right? Or wherever the website. Oh yeah, I want TFC. That's right.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. That's fine. We actually have people tuning in from San Francisco. Mr. Leo Paz, thank you so much. We also have Hilda Lapid tuning in from from San Fernando Valley. Thank you so much po, Tita and Tito. It really means so much for everyone. Go ahead, Tyler.
All right. So I think we're still waiting on some people, but all right. I think we're good. We're good to move on. All right. I think we are. Awesome. So up next is a very special guest. So actually, I personally had had contact with these people. If I went to Mesa High School and they did a little music video with Mesa High School students. So I really appreciate these people who are coming up. Please welcome Q York. They are a hip hop and rap group who
yeah.
Here they are. Thank you so much. All right, and I'll leave the floor to you guys.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Yo, ¿cómo está everybody? Of course, first off, just want to say big congratulations to you guys. I also the Pilgrimage series, and congratulations to the CTFLC, the Coalition for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture, for their 19 years of molding and empowering the Filipino and American youth, and of course the voices of the Philam youth, which is you guys, man. Yoy.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So we about to set it off. Let's get this party started. So I'll go see Noah Lazarus.
Go see Flavormatics.
And together we are Q York. And let's get this party started, y'all. It's about to get my Enid. You ready, Flav? Let's go.
Let's go.
This is like the first Tagalog Taglish song we ever wrote. So in spirit of spreading our culture, teaching the youth the beauty of our culture.
Yeah.
Let's go, Flav. I know you heard it like this before, but it wasn't like this before.
I know you heard it like this before,
but it wasn't like this before.
I know you heard it like this before,
but it wasn't like this before. I know you heard it like this before,
but it wasn't like this before.
Let's go. From the front to the back, to the left, to the right. Burn it up, 3 stars to the sun. Oh boy, our boy Pinoy, we still here, can't be destroyed. Q York, we filling the void. Party people, y'all make some noise. Ha, you see what it is? I'm on fire, can't be extinguished. You can hate it, just makes me stronger. I even burn underwater. I'm Ostic, got astigmatism. If love is blind, don't fix my vision. Cause what I see is a beautiful land. No white in the products, I'm proud to be tan. Lupang, Hinirang, Mindanao, Luzon, Visayas. Feel the fire, take a higher, beyond the sky's limits. Philippines, if you're with us, let us hear it. From the front to the back, to the left, to the right. 3 stars to the sun, my Enid. Let's go, Flav.
When it's hot, yeah, you know what to say.
My Enid.
How about when you're fresh and clean?
My leanness.
Yeah, you know how the flow go. Go really like you up in the Congo. Go bonkers like you playing the bongo. Show some respects, I'll be here no ball.
Philippines, if you wanna stand up, everybody. Come on, shout out to JR. Hey, put 'em up, 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 put 'em up. Let's go. My Enid. From the front to the back, to the left, to the right. Burn it up, 3 stars to the sun, my Enid. Ow! Yoy! So y'all might be wondering what yoy is. It's a word we made up kasi Philams kami, tapos lumipat sa Pilipinas, and lahat mga tao sabihin hoy, di ba? Tapos sa US we always say yo. So mag-combine yung dalawang salita and we made it yoy. So yoy is like yo plus yun plus hoy. Just in case you're wondering. So of course once again, big congratulations to Voices of the Philam Youth. And we have a new single out now under Warner Music.
Give it up.
We have a new single out under Warner Music as we just signed a deal with them. And once again, big congratulations to the Coalition teaching Filipino language and culture for their 19 years of molding and empowering the Filipino American youth. And we dedicate this sa inyo because you guys are the best one. Let's go.
Bro, Michael, Margarita, John.
It's called The Best One, out now on Spotify.
Gilda,
Q York.
yo, what's up, bro?
Hey.
Coltrane, Tyrus.
Rolling up, it's your birthday. Every day's a holiday, we celebrate. We took the lemons and we made a lemonade. Thirsty for it, I'ma quench it, I'ma be a Gatorade. And you could be my west side shorty, and we could hit the east side party. Cause I'm addicted to ya, ever since I knew ya, I could see a future. You're better than my ex was, yeah. I don't need a next one. I think I found the best one, yeah. And tonight I'm gonna get some. Tonight I'm gonna get some. Give me that, give me that, give me what I want. I could be the plug for you. I can't get enough of you. Give me that, give me that, give me what I need. Let me be the plug for you. I could be the one for you.
Swerving on them, switching lanes, surfing on them, but I don't play X games. Moving forward, gonna make you feel euphoria. Grinding on your body, I'm just grinding on your body. Cause you ain't with the front end, yeah. And we gon' make it function, baby. And I'ma eat your taco, sour cream nacho. She is my, she's nacho.
You're better than my ex was, yeah. I don't need an next one. I think I found the best one, yeah. And tonight I'm gonna get some. Tonight I'm gonna get some.
Oh, damn, let's go.
Give me that, give me that, give me what I want. I could be the plug for you. I can't get enough of you. Give me that, give me that, give me what I need. Let me be the plug for you. I could be the one for you. Living life, the world's my home. I'm everywhere. I know that you be feeling like I'm never there. Pulling up from city to city, wishing that you with me, but you not, so I'm getting tipsy. Yeah, I'm a rolling stone, getting keys to the city all around the world, but I never seen no one as fly as you, high as you. Hi, hello, how are you? Where are you? There you go. Don't be ghost, be my boo. My ex was, my ex was. I don't need a next one. I think I found the best one. And tonight I'm gonna get some. Tonight I'm gonna get some.
Hey,
give me that, give me that, give me what I want. I could be the plug for you. I can't get enough of you. Give me that, give me that, give me what I need. Let me be the plug for you. I could be the one for you. Woo! Be sure to check it out now sa Spotify. Maraming salamat, of course, to Jacqueline for having us, teacher Jackie.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Voices of the Philam Youth. Once again, we are Q-York. Ako si Noah Lazarus. And we got Flavomatics. Ow!
That's it. Bars fire, production fire, awesome song. I gotta check it out.
Salamat, Tyler, RDL. Yo.
Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for coming.
But of course, big congratulations once again to you guys. You know, keep doing what you do, keep pushing the movement forward. You know, it's a circle of inspiration, and also all you know, the teachers as well too, making it happen. You know, passing the knowledge forward. That's what it's all about, yo. And mahal kita, yoy.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank
you so much.
Salamat.
All right, thank you. Big thanks once again to Q-York for all that you've done, and the music is just amazing. So thank you so much for representing us in the music industry, and keep on doing what you're doing. Great tracks. All right, so up next we have some more CTFLC members. So please welcome. So these are the members that are relatively new. These are the members that have been less than 10 years, but before that, we just want to, because they're still getting in here, we just want to thank you guys again for joining us tonight. So make sure to check out New York. I know that, let me just talk real quick, because when I was a part of Mira Mason's Philam Club, I remember Q York coming down to shoot a music video for us. And I know I forgot which song it was, but yeah, it was super cool experience. A lot of my friends were in there. So it dropped, I think, a couple of months ago. But yeah, I remember seeing it and I was like, oh yeah, it was us, you know? So super cool that they're really down to earth and really connecting with the community. So really appreciate this being represented, the Filipino being represented in the hip hop culture. So really appreciate that. I think we're still waiting on one more person. Are there anything you want to plug?
To thank our performers for tonight. The talent's just really overflowing. Filipino talent's overflowing. To Ate Donna Gonzalez, thank you. To Kuya Joshua Annette, and to Vietnam. Again, your family's really, I don't know, talent is an understatement. we're just looking for more words to describe how talented everyone is. Also, we just finished our performance, Q York. Really talent.
For sure, for sure. I think we are good on everyone here. So I think they're coming in soon. Are we good, guys? All right, I think we're waiting on some more people. All right, I think we're good. Okay, cool. We are good. All right, so please welcome. These are the CTFLC teachers who have been here less than 10 years. These are relatively new members. So please give it up for Ginoong Michael Lapid, Ginang Annalyn Thompson, Ginang Briar Duco, Ginang Jackie Brom, Ginang Juanito Amor Jr., Ginang, I'm so sorry, and Ginang Ivy Dulo, I'm sorry. Anyway, so here we are. Thank you guys so much again for coming. These are basically our teachers. I mean, I was here. A lot of you, I mean, I know personally. So thank you so much for being here. I think Argel's having some internet issues. I think are you good, Argel?
I think I am. I think.
All right, it's all right. It's all right. I can cover you real quick. So we want to ask this first question to Ginang Annalyn. I knew Ginang Annalyn when she was Ate Annalyn. I know that she was she was the student teacher to Ginang Lapid, which was my personal Filipino language teacher. So we want to ask you real quick. So why did you join CTFLC?
Thank you, Tyler. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Yes, I've known Tyler when I was still at the Annalyn and doing an observation in Ginang Lapid's classroom in Mesa High School. I joined CTFLC shortly after my best friend, Ginang Lapid, introduced me to the organization and invited me to one of their general meeting, monthly meeting actually. And from that time on, I was hooked. I was so impressed by the professionalism of everyone in the organization, as well as the feeling of being a family. We always have food when we have meeting and gatherings, and so that's something, first of all, that is very impressive for me. And on top of that, the more experienced teachers actually serve as my mentors. There's all of you guys, and a lot of you guys know who you are, my mentors, and continue to be an inspiration for me today. Not only to be better in educating the youth of today, but also to be lifetime learners. So the organization, we are very giving, and we're very generous in helping and sharing our resources, which is great, especially in the subject matter that we're teaching, which I really appreciate. So I couldn't do it without all of you, and I'm very thankful. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much. And we want to ask Ginoong Lapid the same question. What inspired you, or why did you join? I'm sorry, why did you join CTFLC?
I appreciate the question, Tyler. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Ginoong Lapid, Mr. Lapid, Michael Lapid. Used to be Kuya Mike also, but now Ginoong. Great to see you guys, and just great job on everything. To answer your question on why I joined CTFLC, is because I had a desire to and a dream to teach Filipino language. I was actually born in the city of Los Angeles, and as a young teen, I had the opportunity to live and go to the Philippines. And there I learned the language and I never let it go. As I came back to the States as a college student, I wanted to share and cherish the language. But unfortunately in Los Angeles, they didn't have Filipino classes in the school districts. So what I did was I ended up volunteering at the Bahay Kubo Center. It was a nonprofit organization in the San Fernando Valley where I taught Filipino language just for volunteering. A few years later, I decided to go to San Diego to find other opportunities. And this is where I met my lovely significant other, previously known as Bini Bini Miss Magat, now Ginang Lapid, Mrs. Lapid. And as a blessing, she introduced me to the CTFLC. To help me fulfill my dream to teach Filipino language. CTFLC has helped me develop professionally and personally as an educator and teacher. And I was able to start as a substitute teacher at Sweetwater Union High School District. Years later, I became a credentialed teacher, and now I'm proud to say that I'm working at Bell Middle School at the San Diego Unified School District, where I am carrying a legacy, a history, and trying to inspire the next generation of Phil-Ams and non-Phil-Ams to love our culture, our language, and to keep our Wika going on. So if it weren't for CTFLC, I wouldn't be here. And this is why I joined CTFLC, and this is why I love CTFLC. And maraming salamat sa organization. And may utang ako sa loob for life, and I'm here for till the end. And that's why I joined CTFLC.
All right, thank you so much for those beautiful answers. I think Argel's back here. How you doing, Argel? Awesome,
Can you hear
awesome,
me?
awesome. Yes, we can.
Okay, so we'll just redirect the conversation to for our next question. CTFLC has been really impactful, not only for for teachers alike, but for the students as well. But for you personally, for everyone who wants to answer, what is the impact of CTFLC in your career or your life?
I think we can start off with Ginang Breyer, also formerly known as Ate Breyer when I knew her at Mira Mesa High School. But yeah, you want to go ahead and answer this question?
Okay. Magandang gabi, Tay. Maraming salamat. Yes, Ate Breyer. We're all Ate Breyer in Ginang Lapid's classroom, okay? So you know na what it means, di ba? So, you know how you get the impact of CTFLC, you know how when you get your first job, the foundation that you bring with you is your college education. CTFLC was the college to my teaching career. It provided me with really the foundation that I needed to be able to do my job effectively. CTFLC gave me a clear pathway on what I needed to do as a teacher, and they provided me with the support that I needed all the time. From getting to an education program, CTFLC members Dr. Matriano and Ate Carol Caparos gave me an opportunity to taking the California State Test. Dr. Alicio and Dr. Reyes, also from CTFLC, gave their time to help me to finding a teaching job, Filipino teaching job. Dr. Naku, who just spoke earlier, paved the way to knowing what to teach in the classroom and teach Filipino. The CTFLC members, Ginang Lapid, of course, Ginang Thompson, Tito Ador, Tita Mirna, Kuya Ray, Ate Grace, Ate Emrose, and of course my partner in crime who's also here, Ginang Brom, selflessly gave their time and materials, and lahat ng miyembro of the CTFLC just really keeps inspiring us to be better. So siguro the impact of CTFLC for me personally is that they really teach and show you how to live and breathe the spirit of bayanihan and malasakit, which is very Filipino. And this is something that I bring with me in the classroom every day. So maraming salamat CTFLC. It's an honor to be a part of this organization. So there.
Yes.
Very beautiful answer. Thank you so much.
Ginang Jackie Brom.
Yes, magandang gabi po. Magandang gabi. I'm Jackie Brom. So, Ginang Breyer, like what she mentioned, we're partners in crime. We work together a lot. We have kind of the same story with CTFLC. However, before, when I was new in the US, right? So, when I was a young adult or a younger adult, and I was in a new country, and I didn't really know what career I wanted to pursue, right? And I was working multiple jobs, multiple part-time jobs. I worked at the Registrar of Voters with Kuya Mar for quite some time. And it was actually then that I was introduced to CTFLC and CTFLC's finest leaders. Before, I used to present in their monthly meetings about voting and changes in voting in our county. Do you remember po? And so I never actually thought that I would be where I am right now. I'm gonna cry. I'm sorry.
Kaya mo yan. Love you.
I can't talk. Especially being in a different country. Everything is different, you know. Things are scary. Right, this is gonna be in the internet.
Survive.
And during that time, I never thought that I will be able to achieve my childhood dream of becoming a teacher. I'm so sorry. This is where CTFLC came in. I got re-inspired by these wonderful teachers that are making a difference in the lives of each of their students. Not to mention, they are very fun to be with. You guys, you know that. Every meeting is really fun. So CTFLC, they encouraged and supported me to pursue teaching. They helped me with my journey to becoming a teacher in California, from how to apply for a teaching credential, right? Welcoming me to their classrooms when I needed class observation hours for my classes. They gave me materials for my lessons. They gave me valuable advice. They accepted the role to be my mentor and a mentor to all Filipino teachers. CTFLC even recommended me for the position I am in right now. That is CTFLC. I am very proud to be a teacher. I am very proud to be teaching the Filipino language and culture at Westview High. And I am proud to be a member of an organization that motivates, encourages, loves, cares, and supports one another. Thank you, po, for everything you taught me. You all have touched my life. In a significant way. And
That
I
is
hope
amazing.
make you proud. Maraming
Aw.
salamat. Happy 19th
I
anniversary.
just need a round of applause. Thank you so much, you know. Yeah, you can just see. I mean, CTFLC is not just in like a small or like, it's a family, you know. And I think I've known a lot of you for quite some time, and I just see it, you know, within the lessons and within, you know, all these different organizations, these meetings that we or these events that we throw too. It's just there's so much going on, and so it feels really nice to be a part of. We have I think another question. One more question, or I think one more question. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We have a former student here, so Ginoong Juanito Amor Jr. So can you share with us how your experiences as a language learner helped you understand your roots and inspired you to become a member of CTFLC?
Hey, how you guys doing? Oh my goodness, guys. This is wow. Well, I say it's a dream. Kasi, you know, I'm a 1.5 generation Filipino American. I was born in the Philippines, sa Ilocos region, and I moved here. I was forced to move here because of my father being in the military. And of course, my mom being a nurse and in TRICARE, NAVCARE. And with that, I was trying to look for me as a new kids in the block, new person, and within the Filipino community. And I'm asking, I'm like, where are the Filipinos? How many Filipinos are here in San Diego community? And you know, first when I started high school, I actually entered taking Spanish class, because I was not pushed to do the Filipino route, the Filipino class. But you know what? I asked to exit the Spanish class and moved on in my senior year to the Filipino 6 with the class of my beloved, our late Binibining Wilfilda Galvante. She was an inspiration, continue to give legacy as you know, she was the guide, you know, for me in the Ilocano tradition. My lolo told me that you are Ilocano forever. But yet, when I entered that class in Binibining Galvante's class, you know, we argued, we talked. That's where that 19 years of molding the theme of our celebration tonight is one of those to where I was not an A student, guys. I was barely passing, but because of the guide of of Binibining Galbante, I found myself and through Filipino classes, through Sayaw Filipino, and she keeps telling me, Amor, yes, you're Ilocano, that's wonderful, but yet we are all Filipino together. And that's what Binibining Galbante have given to me, to where I have kept that, and what you heard, the passion to Ginang Brum, Jackie Brum. That was my kind of giving the legacy from Binibining Galbante, to ask her to also join and be a Filipino teacher, because she worked with me, as she said, at the registrar voters, and I'm and by the way, I'm your fill and vote coordinator within the county of San Diego, doing voting. So, with that gave me rooted to the Filipino community, starting with the Filipino classes, starting with the Sayaw Filipino, and founding Filipino Fill and Vote, and PAYO, Filipino American Youth Organization, which I hope you guys can interview next also. But again, it's an inspiration coming from me from the Philippines, moving here, knowing the language Ilocano, and learning Filipino, Tagalog, and then now as your kuya, I appreciate you, Tyler. I appreciate you, Argel, for continuing this, and the young professionals and the students that are here today. Let us be the inspiration, and CTFLC is an embodiment of Bayanihan. They are indeed our Bayani, our modern Bayani, and they're passing it on to me, and we're gonna continue to pass it on to you. So that is my rooted. I'm rooted now here with the Filipino program, with the Filipino community, and we are here to stay and grow it. So back to you guys. Yeah, you guys are wonderful. Thank you.
Are you not on my Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Moore. Just to add on to what he said that he was pushed into the Spanish route or something like that. I think the only difference we have is that a Filipino language class was available in your school. Mine was there wasn't any, and this is something that Ginong Lap and Gina Ivy knows. The struggle is there, but the movement is alive, and that's what matters, right? And heading on to our last question, what do you envision for CTFLC for the coming years?
Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Ako naman ay si Ginang Ivy Daulo, formerly Ivy Dulay. I was so excited to hear about this question because I have continued to be inspired by CTFLC. So to imagine what we can do in the future was very exciting for me. So syempre, gusto ko sana na magkaroon tayo ng mas maraming klase ng wikang Filipino sa California, lalo na sa Los Angeles, dahil marami naman Filipino dito, di ba? I want to see it everywhere. In San Diego, Los Angeles, more in San Francisco, Central Valley, sa buong bansa sana, just anywhere in the United States. I know that it is happening in many ways, not just in the school system, but also in the community level. A lot of people are stepping up. I hope and envision for CTFLC that we continue to inspire future Filipino language teachers, or even if people don't become language teachers, that they just have this appreciation and understanding now of Filipino culture. I envision us to continue to provide mentorship and inspiration, just like how Ginang Naku did for me as a student at UCSD. Also, Ginong Alicio as well continues to mentor me also, and all of my teachers abroad in the Philippines and my host families. And syempre naman, my very first teachers, my mom and my dad of Filipino language. Shout out to my mom, Brenda Dulay, who's listening, and to all of our parents and family who's listening today. This celebration is also a big part of you too. I envision CTFLC to also continue to bridge relationships. So many of us have shared that because our students have been part of these classes, their relationships with their families have actually improved. Those who may have grown up ashamed of their culture or maybe not heard the language because someone told someone, a parent along the lines, don't teach your child the language, it's going to give them a hard time. Hindi naman totoo, but of course, it's hard if you first arrive. Sometimes you believe what people will tell you, and we see a generation who did not learn the language. But fortunately, we have opportunities like CTFLC, the opportunities CTFLC has made, and I want to see that given to many others for future generations to come. I envision CTFLC to continue to inspire people, motivate one another to really have this better acceptance of self through understanding the Filipino language and culture. I want us to bridge families together, bridge relationships, understanding of Filipino American identity, also being Filipino in America, being Filipino in the Philippines. We all have different experiences. I really do hope that CTFLC will continue to build curriculum, textbooks of experiences and really nuanced experience here of our community in the United States. And of course, as we continue to inspire future generations to be very responsive in many ways. Again, not just as a language teacher, which we need a lot of, but also in different nonprofit organizations, even in the medical field, everywhere we can use the Filipino language to build that sense of rapport and camaraderie with one another. So mabuhay naman kayong lahat everywhere here in CTFLC. We thank you for inspiring people like me. I am a product of all of you and the Filipino language program. So maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you all so much for coming. I just want to say, me personally, I've grown my high school career. I've been a part of, Ginang Lapid, who has taught me, and I've been a part of her club. I wouldn't be here today without the help of her and also just the community of Filipino teachers. And it's just really inspiring to hear how you guys came to be. And so, me personally, I owe a lot to you. I've done, man, it's just hard to explain. I love everything that you guys have done, and I really, really appreciate it. I know that what you guys are doing are inspiring so much more people, not just me, but other students my age. And it's really, really inspiring to see you guys come together and really do all this for us. So I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We love you too, and thank you for doing what you do,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Kayo na magturo din ng Filipino, ha?
Thank you po. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Mabuhay.
All right. With that, I think there is a CTFLC event coming up soon. The CTFLC is holding a professional development for those who are interested. I think we have a poster coming up here, or there's a flyer. There it is. All right. So over Zoom, you can go ahead and join. I think do you know where we can find this poster, Arjel? I believe
it is already posted in different. I think it will be posted on our Spotify page. But I also think that CTFLC will post it on their socials. Yes.
Yes. So if you would like to learn more about CTFLC and what they're all about, go ahead and visit ctflc.org. There you can find more information on different events they're holding, as well as learning more about who they are and what they represent. So big thanks again to CTFLC. 19 years strong. It's amazing. So we need more teachers like the ones you saw today. And so if you are inspired and you're inspired by the words that you've heard today, please go to this professional development so you can learn more about who they are. And again, also trying to learn if you want to become a Filipino language teacher and how that's possible. So thank you so much again. I see that we are still waiting on one more person. We are coming to. Never mind. I think we're ready. Arjel, you want to introduce them?
Yes, of course. For our last very inspiring person today for our event, who will be giving us some closing remarks for CTFLC's event. Please welcome Ginang Rizalyn Cruz, who is CTFLC's president-elect. Yan. Hello po, Ginang.
Hello.
Magandang gabi sa inyo
Magandang gabi po.
Okay. All right. A CTFLC has remained the vibrant organization that it is today because of people who are willing to do their part to keep the vision of the organization alive. In its very core, we exist because we recognize the importance of Filipino language and culture here in the United States, and for our young people to appreciate its richness and variety. We want young Filipino Americans to embrace their Filipino identity with pride. The CTFLC has adhered to this task for many years. Despite some challenges along the way, it has remained one of the most solid language organizations in San Diego. It has paved the way for many firsts among the least commonly taught languages in San Diego. Its role has evolved from merely language teaching to advocacy for our language, our culture, and our students. It continues to thrive and will do so for years to come. It is our desire as educators to empower our youth. We hope that with the appreciation of their cultural identity comes the desire for our young Filipino Americans to take a more active role in choosing the direction the San Diego community will take. This is indeed a very memorable event for our organization. We have come a long way. 19 years of working together and collaborating with our schools and community. In behalf of the Council for Teaching Filipino Language and Culture, I would like to thank Voices of the Philam Youth for making this possible. Our heartfelt thanks also go to our community leaders, our partners, and guests for their greetings, for taking the time to join us tonight, and for gracing our anniversary celebration. I hope the past 2 hours have provided you a more accurate insight into the CTFLC and its role in the Filipino community in San Diego. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Magandang araw at mabuhay.
Thank you so much po, Ginang Rizal Cruz, for your message. It means so much. And I just want to plug some of the comments that we have. Andrea Vosen-Kemper said, Ginang Cruz. There's also someone who said that you didn't tell them that you were going to be part of this one.
I'm fine.
Triggered Great Gamer said, Teacher ko yan, ang galing-galing.
Thank you.
Shout out also to Pangkat Sayaw and Bayanihan of Foray Ranch High School. And they said we couldn't do what we do without Ginang Cruz.
Thank you so much.
Your leadership for this coming year and for this coming year will really mean so much. 19 years heading on to the 20th. It's been 2 decades, yes. 2 powerful decades. And we're just really waiting for more inspiration and more products to come.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, everyone, we are coming to a close with our virtual live stream or live stream here tonight. But we want to give a big thanks to those who are working on, who have made this thing possible. So here are the crew members of Voices of the Philam Youth. Here, Jacqueline Lapid, Ginang Lapid, you saw earlier today. Ginang Annalyn, Kuya Nico, Saiken, Jordan, Austin, Alan, Maui, Marcus, me, myself, and as well as Argel.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all
everyone
for helping out tonight. Yes, and Argel, you want to also big thanks to our performers.
Yes.
So Argel, you want to?
Once again, we just like to thank our sponsors and our guest performers for tonight. Once again, your support for our community and for this event really means so much. Just to thank Kuya Joshua Renette, a singer-songwriter, the Julito Biares Family Ensemble, Ate Donna Gonzalez, our gospel singer, and Key York, Noah Lazarus, and Flavomatics, our world-class hip-hop and R&B duo. Thank you so much. And also for our sponsors, I think Tyler can take this one.
For sure. Yeah. So thank you so much again to our sponsors. We want to give a big thanks to Art of Hospice Care, the Art of Outreach or Art of Care Outreach, the Filipino Press, the Filipino School, Asian Pacific Islander Initiative, Channel 5, the Idea First Company, TFC, VOTFE, as well as GMA. So thank you all so much for making all this possible. And with that, Maraming salamat po, and thank you so much for watching our live stream. Have a good night, and see you next time.
Thank you, everyone. Take care and happy Thanksgiving break for some.
Bye.